EA Sports. The Cardinals have battled back and made it to 500. Now they'll try to move past that mark today. It's the Giants going up against the Cardinals.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun and University of Phoenix Stadium here in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the New York Giants. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Johnson. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Let's go. No. Check. Patriot.
On 2nd down, Johnson looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. He can run for it, and he will. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down. The 4th-year man from LSU, Brad Wing, to punt it away. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. This is taken at the 15. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. First carry now. This is Johnson. And 3 yards there. Takes him to the 45.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Again, it's Johnson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of down. Palmer on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Second down now after the incompletion. And Palmer gives to Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. They go to Johnson again. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
To the air on second down. Webb finding room at the 30. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Green. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. To throw, Webb. And caught, right side, Green. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Here's Webb. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Second down now after the sack. Webb now from the gun. Green's got it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
On first down, it's Webb. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his big target, Brandon Marshall. And it's second down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Johnson on the counter. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Let's go!
Out of the gun, it's Webb. Hard throw, incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And his kick here is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. We remind you, no night game tonight on Christmas Eve, but we make that up with 2 games under your tree tomorrow. Oh, that's nice. Yes. I'm just reading the card. I got to give props to our writer, Ed Brady, there. But we start with the Steelers and Texans at 4:30 Eastern, followed by the Raiders and Eagles, a Super Bowl 15 rematch. You impressed that I know that?
I am very much impressed that you know that. Who was the MVP?
Yep, that'll be at 8:30 Eastern from Philadelphia. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction.
Jason Pierre-Paul first burst on the scene for me, headed towards his draft year. You know what I saw him doing? Like 15, 16 backflips in a row on a YouTube video.
Athlete.
Absolute athlete. And he uses that agility to slip past guys and make plays in the backfield.
That draft year 2010, 15th overall pick. Now Palmer to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Now Palmer to throw. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Andy Lee, 3-time All-Pro on to punt. Back deep, it's Odell Beckham. Beckham, the return. Dances by him. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. first down throw. Webb. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Second down, Palmer caught by Nelson left side. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Third down, Palmer. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Jaron Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are in for 6. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. New York set to take the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he motions the wide receiver. They begin the drive with Johnson. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
To throw on second down, here's Webb. It's his running back, Shane Vereen. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First and 10, Webb. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Hassan Reddick, the rookie from Temple. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
This Cardinals pass rush in 2016 got home 48 times. That's a pretty good number.
A very good number, led the league. Is it just because the dudes that they had, or the scheme, or both, or what?
It's always the dudes first, but their scheme, attacking, pressure, they'll continue to pile up the sacks.
On second down, Webb. Well, the pressure gets to him again. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from the desert after this. What will Webb try to do here after the sack as he brings his guys up 3rd and long?
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Webb to throw. A screen here to Vereen. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. The first update from Levi's Stadium at Santa Clara, and the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Tough running, but not a ton to show for it. They stop him shy of the 25. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
On second down, here's Palmer. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one goes for 24 yards.
Strength throwing the football downfield has never been an issue for this big guy. I still remember the first time I met him. He was playing for USC, and when I got introduced to him, I thought I was meeting their starting tight end, not their starting quarterback.
Such a presence, Carson Palmer.
Very much so. Has had it ever since he entered campus there and still has it today.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Looking to throw on second down. Palmer looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. There he goes right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. Going for the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this one is incomplete. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. On first down, it's Palmer. Screen play, Johnson. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
To throw on second down. Palmer. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
The Cardinals on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Palmer. He gets it to Brown, complete. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Jerron Brown, 78 yards. And the Cardinals have broken the tie.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. A second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Here's Johnson now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Chandler Jones in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Looking to throw on second down. Webb. And right with it here over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And that one results in 35 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Play clock winding down. Now Webb. And brought in by Jarrell Adams. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So 5 yards remain now. Still first down. They'll get it in the hands of Beckham. And some room to maneuver. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Now that run, that's exactly why you stay with the running game. You don't abandon it totally. You stick with it, keep telling your guys to stay motivated, and they found a crease on that play.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Here's Webb. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
He'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the Sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Gives to Johnson. And some space. David Johnson on his way. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Elsewhere, a third-quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Green, it's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for the Giants. 51 yards. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Now a handoff. Johnson. And now running right through it. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. To throw on 2nd down. Palmer. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. And now a first down following that long gain. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They give to Johnson going right. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
This is Kerwin Williams, his first carry. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now, this will be the 9th play on this drive. Here's Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Johnson. And they'll get him down right about the 20. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
That's fielded in the end zone. A spin. And New York set to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
To throw again. Webb. And Green with a catch left side. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a 1st down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. First and 10. Webb. He's going to let it. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jarius Wright. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So 2nd and 10 here. Johnson running right. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it with Johnson. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Play was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Here's Andy Lee now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. This one's going toward the sideline. They'll try to play keep away from Beckham. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. They've gone to the 4th quarter now in Dallas. And the Cowboys have wound up winning that football game. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Throwing on 1st down. Webb. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. They were looking for Marshall that time, and now it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Here we go now. No. Check. Patriot. Number.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Webb. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he is out of bounds up past the 10. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down.
Detroit!
And they're going to go soft on the corners.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Check. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56.
On 1st down, Webb being chased out left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal